Hello. Welcome back. Been a great day for me so far, but we'll see if we can finally get out of this drought, this Isaac drought, where I don't manage to win any game, and I throw the ones that I can win. Kane. Had a extended weekend this week because they gave everyone a day off from work for Friday, and then there's the holiday on Monday, so it's nice full 4 days off in a row. And of course, I made great use of the time by sleeping in. I slept in pretty late. I actually slept in until about 11:30, I would say. Well, I wasn't asleep until 11:30, but I excuse me. I woke up at around 9, just because, I usually wake up a little earlier than that, so that was already pretty late for me. But then I just didn't feel like getting out of bed because, it's been a long couple of weeks. Not because I haven't been feeling good or anything, but just because it's been a while since I took time off or anything like that. And so it was nice to just sleep in a bit, and then once I woke up, just sort of relax in bed and do a bit of reading and just, kind of take it easy. I told myself I would wake up early to do a bike ride. That didn't end up happening, obviously, since I woke up pretty late. But yeah, I think it was worth it. It's nice to have the chance to do that sometimes. Normally, there's just too much I need to do to be able to get away with sleeping in too late on the weekends. But, if I'm sufficiently tired, I'll do it anyways. There's not really any point in waking up super early if I'm going to be so tired that I am not very productive. I'd like to go back and see if there's a curse room down there. It would be lovely if that contained an item. Maybe the game continue to give me some pity luck. I didn't skip my bike ride though. I did do it later in the day. My brother got hit by that green fly. My brother went to Vintage Stock because they were having a sale today. There's two vintage stocks near where we live, and one of them closed down. I don't know why. It wasn't in like a very good location in my opinion, so I would guess they probably just didn't, make much money in that location, and they decided to just close it down. But the other one, I'd say it does get a good amount of traffic. It's also much bigger, but it was having a buy two get one free sale. Whoa, I'm surprised it didn't hit me. And so my brother wanted to go to that because, we like to go to Vintage Stock. They usually have some pretty fun stuff there. It's never a good deal, obviously, because Vintage Stock just charges a premium on everything they sell. But it's fun to look around. I'm really fast, so, it'll be good for running away, as it takes me forever to kill things with my damage. But yeah, while he was out, that's when I did my bike ride, so, The reason for doing that is because we wanted to go climbing today. Whoa, wow, I made it through. Oh no, I hate it when you can't kill these little spiders in one hit. They're so annoying. Get away from me! I got it! Okay. But yeah, I did my bike ride while he was gone. And that's because I knew when he got back, he would want to go climbing. And it was a great bike ride today. Let's say the extra rest was not wasted. I did not beat, but I tied my personal best, so I was pretty pleased with that. Mostly because my personal best, I did it kind of by pushing myself intentionally harder, specifically to beat my personal best. And obviously you're trying to push yourself when you work out or whatever, but what I mean is, I basically, when I should have been resting for part of the bike ride, I continued to push so that oh wow, that was so close, so that I could get a bit more output, and that's what let me beat it. But this time I got it just by, you know, biking hard, but doing so following the actual instructions that the trainer was giving. So I was pretty proud of that. Hopefully next week or a couple days I'll be able to set a new record. I don't think my current record is like crazy or anything. I'm not, you know, like a athlete or anything like that, but my current record is something good. It's good. My current record is 321 on a 30-minute bike ride. I don't know what the unit of measure is. I think it's like kilowatt hours or something. What's this? How's this familiar? It's just circle around, I'd say. Well, I don't have any yet, but maybe someday. That's fun. Like, they're not bouncing. Oh, they bounce off walls. I see. That's pretty cool. Oh, they also bounce off enemies. That's amusing. You can try to shoot you around corners or something. But yeah, I was pretty happy with that, obviously, just because it's always nice. It's a nice bit of motivation every time you're doing something like that and you end up outperforming yourself. God, stay away from me. These enemies are so predictable, but I find they're the ones I end up getting hit most by because I get like overconfident. I basically like try to go in for damage when I shouldn't. Because I think that I got the read on them, and then of course I get hit. Ah! So fast. Get away from me! But yeah, after my bike ride, my brother got back, and so then we went climbing. That was fun. Always enjoyed it. Well, for a long time I actually didn't want to try climbing. My friends tried to introduce me to it for a while, but around that time was when my friends first taught me how to like work out and exercise. And like I know what I mean by that isn't, you know, like, oh, I didn't know how to run or like, you know, do the actual physical movements or anything, but there's a lot of strategy and like technique to how you exercise if you want to be efficient. And you know, for non-trivial exercising, like if you're lifting weights, you do actually want to know like proper form and all that. And so I didn't know any of this stuff, and my friends, you know, they were nice enough to teach me. What is this? Spear radius, random pickup, or Babylon. Anytime I get this item, I always get super greedy. What do? I do that with the Hierophant, though. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
The Hierophant.
So yeah, as I was saying, it was around the time my friends were sort of teaching me how to like properly work out and that sort of thing, in the context of lifting weights and just like properly spacing out exercise and all that. And so I still weighed like a lot at the time. I was very, very overweight at the time. And I just didn't think it would be... Oh no, I got hit. Okay, I should pay a little bit more attention. A little bit more attention. I just didn't think there would be any point in going climbing, because I assumed that like since I weighed so much, I wouldn't be able to really do anything. And then eventually, you know, I was like, oh, like I'll come with you guys, but first I want to like get to a certain weight, so that way I can actually do some climbing. Of course, the entire time they were telling me, oh, that's not really how it works. Like, oopsie. You can definitely climb now. Like, you don't have to wait. Oh my god, I'm like almost walking into the tears. You know? Oh, I need to calm down. I'm literally almost walking into the tears instead of walking away from them, which is kind of funny, but also not good for the odds of this run. So, as I said, you know, it wasn't true at all. Like, I definitely could have, like they said, gone climbing earlier, and I would have been able to climb. Obviously, it would have been a little more difficult if you weigh more. Once you get past a certain difficulty level of the climbs, then weighing more does make it a lot harder. Unless you're, you know, proportionally stronger, I guess. But, like I said, I was just very overweight. But yeah, once I tried it, I really, really enjoyed it, and I've sort of just been doing it ever since. My brother actually got into it when he came to visit me that summer. Are you seriously gonna hide up there, dude? Come on. There we go. He also got into it when he came to visit that summer. I think he was not that excited to try it. No. It was the other way around, actually, I think. I still didn't want to go climbing at that time. I think that was actually the first time I went, is when my brother came to visit. My friend, who was also my roommate, convinced my brother to go with him, and I said that I would go if my brother went, so of course I went, and then it ended up being lots of fun. And, you know, like they told me I would, I saw that it, you know, obviously weighing less would have helped, but it wasn't like preventing me from enjoying it. And at the like skill level I was at the time, it definitely made no difference. Like, I feel like you have to get to a pretty high level of climbing before it really matters all that much, because early on the climbs are pretty basic, and so just having proper technique is enough to ensure that you are able to make a climb. Anyways, kind of a tangent, but that's how I got into climbing, and my brother have been going ever since. Oh, just walked into that again. And today was a really good climbing day, which I was not expecting. Usually, if I bike and climb on the same day, you know, whichever one I do second will be much worse off. But I was able to do a bunch of... I actually don't remember... So my gym started using colors instead of numbers, but I did a bunch of blue routes, which I think are V3 to V4? Yeah, that sounds about right, because I've never been able to do V5. And yeah, I was able to do a lot of blue routes, so it's a great day for me. Ooh, get away from me, please. And it wasn't like a huge struggle to do a lot of them either. Normally it takes me, I'd say like 2 or 3 tries, but maybe 4 if it's like a harder blue. But this time I was able to get a couple of the blue ones on the first try. Granted, I think a few of them were easier blues, so they were probably like V3s instead of V4s. I don't think I failed any either, so that was, well, I mean, I didn't get them on my first try, but like I didn't give up. Normally, there's usually like 1 or 2 climbs that I do that I find too difficult, and then I just give up on for the day. But I think today I didn't actually give up on any climbs that I tried. Is that true? I think it's true. And it was also a very rare occurrence where I climbed something on my first attempt and my brother and his friend are not able to. They are definitely better climbers than me, so generally... Let's do throws an eraser that instantly kills an enemy, prevents the enemy from spawning for the rest of the run. Prevents the enemy from spawning, so it gets rid of all of that type of enemy? That sounds great. I want that. I can just erase everything. I'm sure it doesn't work that way, but... What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, it was a good climbing day for me. I did pretty well. I was able to do climbs that normally I would struggle with a bit in fewer tries. And, you know, that was despite having already done a bike ride that day. So yeah, so far it's been a great day. It's pretty late here now. It's actually, midnight. I usually don't go to bed until pretty late, though. I usually go to bed... Oh, whoops, that's not paying attention at all. Oh no, the goose stuff lasts forever. I thought it was just, like, because of the floor I'm on, but it actually was still dealing damage. What happens if I erase a boss? Oh, pay attention. I'm trapped. Please don't shoot another missile at me, I'm scared. No! Get away from me! Oh no, you got me. This is how it ends. No. I'll be okay. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh! I'm so scared. I'm scared. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I would love some HP, though. Oh, there's a heart back there. I'm spiraling! Okay, I'll just play very carefully. And, give me a heart, please. Thank you, but that's not what I need. I'll have lots of keys if I run into a key beggar. Money. But yeah, I usually don't go to bed until pretty late. Usually around 1 when I go to bed. I fall asleep very quickly though, so it's not really an issue for me. I'll sleep probably like within a few minutes of lying down. I did do so much like recreational activities today though that I didn't. Ooh, can I have that? Fine. I didn't really spend much time on chores, so I do owe a bit on the chore department. Nice, thank you. I don't have money for you. I need to make more food because I did run out of the chicken pot pie I made a couple days ago today. I would love to have some more butter chicken. The butter chicken is just like one of my go-tos for everything. I love that dish. It's just so easy to make. It's so delicious. Although I usually don't actually make it with the chicken, I usually just make the sauce, because my parents are vegetarian. So that way, if they come over, I can, like, you know, make them some, like, quesadillas with the butter chicken sauce. Ooh, thank you. Or, you know, they can just put it on whatever they want to eat if they feel like it. And then I just cook the chicken separately. But yeah. It's also nice because then I can freeze it. It does last, like, basically forever in the freezer. There's so many hearts. If only my max HP wasn't so low. What is the other thing I have? That's not very useful for me, since I don't have familiars. I do like that. I'll come back for you later. Oh. Hello. I would like to get that. Goodbye. Oh yeah, it gets rid of all of them. Nice. You first killed enemy. Oh, I love this item. That was so good. Oh god, please don't. What? Oh, that was scary. No, no. Oh no. Okay, I'm okay. I have hearts. I just need to go back and grab them. I would love some range ups. With the bouncy tiers, range up would actually be quite good for, you know, being able to play safe. Speaking of range up, the butter chicken, one of my go-to dishes. So easy to make, and it requires very little. Oh, what the heck! It teleported me so far away. I'm scared. I have to get to my hearts. Run! Okay, you're done for. Do these mushrooms have different amounts of HP? I guess they must, because that other one, I shot a bunch and it didn't die. It's, the butter chicken is in there with... It's like when I was, when I first, oh my, I was just stuttering all over my words. When I was first working out with my friends, I also got into, like, just trying to eat better, because, you know, obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, I didn't know this at the time. My understanding of, like, how to eat healthy was just wrong. You know, I thought it meant you avoid eating foods with fat in them, and that you eat only, like, vegetables and that sort of thing. Which, you know, obviously eating more vegetables and stuff is good for you, and it'll help reduce the amount of calories you eat, but your body, like, needs a certain amount of fat per day. You can't just, like, completely cut it out of your diet. That's also very bad for you. And, you know, once my friends sort of, like, taught me about that stuff, I became a lot more interested in trying to eat a healthier diet. So I would, like, track all the food I ate, and I started cooking all my own meals, and, you know, monitoring, like, oh my god, there's no way I survived this. Stay away from me! Oh my god, I'm alive! I hate these bats. I should use the eraser on those guys. Alright, I'm alive, somehow. Yeah, I started tracking how much I ate and, like, my macros and that sort of thing. And it worked really well. I did end up losing a ton of weight. And I actually gained lean mass, so it's very... I remember when... Oh, they all died. I remember when my friends and I, we would do these things called DEXA scans. Which, you know, I don't know how, like... Oh, okay, I should pay a little bit more attention, maybe. I'm scared. Oh my god, these guys are the worst. They're just, like, bouncing off each other. Being annoying. Okay. We did these things called DEXA scans. And, you know, I don't know how, like, accurate they are or whatever, but for us, the thing we cared about is that they were... We trusted that they were, like, consistent, at least, right? Because they were, like, a machine that, like, scans your body and tells you how much of your body is lean mass versus fat tissue and that sort of thing. And so, you know, as long as it's consistent, I didn't really care if it was accurate to, like, the exact percentage, because I just wanted to know that, like, my lean tissue was going up over time, and that my fat tissue was going down over time. I didn't care, like, what the actual exact number was, if that makes any sense. Oh, look, there was another one. Very sneaky. Alright, buddy, you're getting erased. Not you. I don't really care about you. See ya. Wait, why didn't I throw it? Wow. Okay. Die! Okay, got him. But yeah, I didn't really care about the exact numbers, I just cared about the trends, you know, to make sure that what I was trying was working. And it did work well. It did work really well. I lost a lot of weight and gained a lot of lean mass. So I was pretty proud of that. Why was I talking about this again? Oh, right, the butter chicken. So the butter chicken was one of my my staple meals during that time. I would basically always have butter chicken in the fridge. And the way I would make it is, like, not decadent. I'm sure, like, when I say butter chicken, you might be thinking, like, okay, well, there's no way you were having butter chicken and, like, somehow managing to eat, like, a healthy amount, you know, calories or macros or whatever. When I say butter chicken, I just mean, like, I would have, like, chicken with the sauce you use for butter chicken, but I wouldn't make it as rich. Like, I wouldn't use as much butter or cream. And I also wouldn't have it with rice. So, you know, for me, that was where most of the calorie reductions to my diet came from, was just essentially, like, cutting out carbs. Or not cutting them out, but just, you know, being more cognizant of the amount that I consumed and being more intentional about it, not just having, like, you know, a huge bowl of rice with every meal I ate, or like I used to. So yeah, that's what I mean by butter chicken, not like what you would get at, like, a restaurant when you order the dish, because obviously if you ate that every day, it would not be good for you. Do I want this? Yeah. I'm not sure if that was worth it. Oh, nice. Group up, please. Thank you. The other two dishes I made, what were they? One was spinach curry. Forget what the actual name for it is, but vindaloo? No, is it vindaloo? I don't remember. But yeah, it was just a spinach curry that I would make. Very simple. I liked it because I could just, like, put it on anything basically, and it would just taste better. Like, I would oftentimes just have it with eggs, or I would put, like, some cottage cheese in it. I think something that I erased must have spawned there because it just died instantly. Whoa, it's a little scary. Please stay away from me. Stay away from me. Okay, or not. Maybe just give me a hug instead. That's what I meant by that. So yeah, spinach curry, top tier. Also very easy to make. I made most of my food at that time in an Instant Pot, just because I just thought it was easier. Ouch. So, you know, I liked having only, like, one thing to clean. Oops, I placed a bomb that I didn't mean to place. I liked that it was fast and that it was very space efficient. This is when I lived in California, so of course, you know, the apartment we lived in was well, actually no. Eventually we did rent like a house, like me and a bunch of friends. We rented a house together, and oh yeah, okay, I remember the way to not get hit there. So we did have space, but you know I was used to just trying to keep the number of possessions I had to a minimum because in California, if you have a ton of stuff, that means you need a bunch of space, and apartments there are very expensive. So that's just not like a situation I wanted to be in. Okay. Oh, okay. That's scary. So scary. So yeah, Instant Pots are amazing if you're trying to make all your own food and don't have like a lot of space or time. Nice. I love that item. It just clears rooms like that for you. Oh, okay. So yeah, spinach curry, butter chicken. What was the third thing I would make all the time? Oh, Japanese curry. That was it. Oopsie. Huge fan of Japanese curry. Oh my god. I can't tell when they're jumping. I'm so scared. Get away from me! Oh, they have shadows, right? I keep forgetting that. They're kind of hard to see. I want you to jump, please, so I can fight you. Fight me. Yeah, Japanese curry, I think, is now the one that I make the most, because it's a little better. It's not that much harder to make than the other two. Like, you do have to... You either have to buy the, the block... Oh my god, I thought for sure the bomb... Don't kill me! Okay. I thought for sure the bomb hit you. Stay away from me! I'm scared. Come over here, please. I don't want to go over there. Please. I don't want to go over there. You come over here. Like we're playing dodgeball, except I have all the balls, and they can't do anything to me, apparently. Are they really not going to cross the spikes? I have all day, Buster. Well, I guess I don't. It's actually pretty late here. Surprised they're not coming over here, though. They just will not cross that line. That's good to know. Eh. Like this. Got him. I almost walked into the spikes there. Okay. I think I can cross now and be safe. Hopefully. I don't remember what I was saying. Talking about food. I think I was talking about Japanese curry. Yeah, that was it. So yeah, I like making it a lot now just because it's relatively easy to make. You do have to make your own roux if you don't want to buy those block things that they sell at the store. And I prefer to make it myself just because I have, like I said, I started making all my own food and monitoring like what I ate and all that so that I could, I guess, do a better job of like trying to achieve my fitness goals. And so I just cooked a lot as a result, and it became like a hobby of mine. I really found that I enjoyed it, and so I just make my roux. It's very simple to make. It just takes a few tries to make it right the first time, just because if you burn it, you can't... Oh, no, pay attention. If you burn it, you can't use it. It's just, like, ruined. And so, if that happens, it's no big deal. Like, it's just flour and butter, basically. And you can just throw it out and try again. It literally takes, like, a few seconds to make. So yeah, I usually make the roux myself. Oh, and obviously it has some spices as well. It's not just, I guess it's not actually just butter and flour. But it doesn't take long at all to make, and please don't do that. Wow, these things on the floor last forever, don't they? They're so slow. So once you make the roux, the rest of the curry is very, very easy to make. It's like stock, some spices, the vegetables you plan on using, some potatoes. Yes, potatoes are a vegetable, so I don't know why I said that. Oh no. Okay, pay attention. I gotta pay attention. I must end the drought. Please, I need this. Little Gish, hello. Not that great, but that's okay. There hurts. I'm gonna go get it, because I don't want to die. I changed my mind. Boom. Why don't I have the Horror of Babylon effect if I don't have the part? Run! Oh, nice. That makes me feel a lot safer. Oh, run! Run! Wow, this is a great room. Thank you. Thank you, game. Oh, wow. Okay. Game's trying real hard to help us win. Ooh. Okay. I think if I take that, my damage will drop, so I'll leave it there for now. I'll get it later. I am not damaging you for some reason. Okay. This way, please. What is this? 15% chance to have 2 items. Yeah, there's not really any poop anymore. Even though the petrified poop did treat me very well. Okay, wait for me. Oh, that was sick. This final death part. What a unfortunate way to go. You're just like fighting someone to the death, and when you die, you just like let one rip, you know? Like, how are they gonna take you seriously after that? Although, I guess that is probably what happens in real life. I think people do lose like control of their bowels when they die, right? Or animals do too, not just people. Maybe that's a weird thing to be talking about. Ooh, thank you. Hey, you mind showing your face, buddy? Ow. Okay. No, stop it. Don't like it. Okay. Come on. Oh, I don't like those guys. Ah, stay away! And I got hit. I feel like I used to be a lot better at this game. I think A, because I played it more. But I think I don't know if my reaction speed was just better, you know, at the time. When I was, you know, in college or whatever. But it's still really fun, so I don't really mind. It makes it feel a lot more epic when you do finally manage to get a win. That's kind of useful. Maybe I can get a useful trinket. That's not a useful trinket. Reveals the full map. Drops a soul heart. Oh, I like that. But I also like the eraser. Which one do I like more? I'm gonna grab this. I feel like this is a good item. It's a great item, actually. Not just good. Oops. Come on. Oh my god, I didn't even see that guy. But yeah, I think cooking is one of those skills slash hobbies that if you like get into it and you enjoy doing it, it like pays out very, very well, you know? Like, not only does it enable you to like eat food you like more frequently, because you know you don't have to go to a restaurant to have it. Oh my god, stay away from me, please. I got a... What's the term for that? I got pincered. Oh my god. Yeah, you know, it enables you to eat healthier if you want to. I guess it also enables you to eat unhealthier, depending on what you do. But, you know, it's easier to control like what you're eating. You can eat the foods you like more often. And, you know, who doesn't like having a friend who is a good cook? Everyone loves that. It's just all around. It's an all-around win. Oh my god, I don't know what I was thinking there. I just like ran for the hills there very ineffectively. Oh my god, they're pincering me. It's like chess where there's 2 rooks on the other side of the board and they're just like slowly closing you in. That's what that felt like. Do. Oh, what? I don't know what hit me there. I guess there was a green ball that I just didn't see. A green tier. Explosive tier. Wait, someone alive. there you are. Ever since I started cooking, I've definitely gotten a lot more adventurous with my eating as well, which I think is good. That's not who I wanted to see. Ah! Oh my god, I thought for sure I was gonna get hit there. This didn't take forever. I mean, I guess if I didn't kill the ads, it wouldn't take as long, but I'm afraid of him spawning, like, more of them. Die. I wish I had kept the eraser now, so I can erase his ads. Oh my god. I feel very in danger right now. No! Okay. Please stop taking my HP. Thank you. That could be good.
Wheel of Fortune.
I shouldn't stand so close to it in case it explodes. Be a sad way to go. I am getting low enough where I'm just gonna take the hearts because I'm afraid of dying. Oh, thank you. Hearts. 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 I don't think I've ever gotten the dollar bill. Or maybe I did a while ago and I just don't remember what it does. Do, do, do. Oh. One thing I'm never sure of though is like how good I actually am at cooking, because I think when you make your own food, you are obviously going to think highly of it, you know, just because you made it. So, oh my god, this room is awful. Why did I come in here? This is a mistake. So, you know, you make your own food and you really enjoy it, but hard to know if you're just like enjoying it because you made it or if it's actually good. And, you know, people, if you make food, a lot of times don't want to tell you if it's bad because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Personally, I don't care if people think my food is bad. Like, I would prefer that they tell me like what they don't like about it because I would like to improve it. Oh my god, I'm too fast. Too fast. But like I said, most people are not comfortable like telling you that they don't like something you made for them, especially if you open up with like, "Oh, I really like to cook. Would you like to try this thing I made?" You know, they're gonna want to be nice to you, which makes sense because they're probably like your friends or something. Let's go to that curse room since I already took damage anyways. Charged Wave of Tears. When hit, partially charged. I don't like that. So yeah, it's a little hard to tell, like, if your cooking is actually good. I guess. I mean, if you don't like your own food, that's probably not a good sign, but I think since you're going to be making things you want to eat and you know, you are going to season things to your taste and all that, there's a pretty good chance you'll like it. I feel like it's also, like, hard to make bad food. And what I mean by that is not that, oh, like, everyone's, like, a good cook or anything, but, like, as long as you season food, like, if you put some salt and pepper in it, it automatically, like, tastes way better than it would otherwise. And as long as you don't, like, burn it. Oops, I took damage there for no reason. So, like, as long as you don't burn your food, and as long as you season it, and you're not cooking something that's just, like, not a good combination, like, if you cook, I don't know, like, I think, like, a common one's fish and dairy, right? Like, most fish and dairy dishes, people... Oh, what the heck? That was rude. Just, like, came out and attacked instantly. Ah! Stay away from me! I don't want to die! I think, most people would agree that, like, most fish and dairy does not go well together. And so, like, as long as you avoid doing stuff like that, I think it's fine. Wow, I'm actually really afraid. I don't know why I struggle so much with this fight. And I don't think there's that many combinations like that either. Like, I think most food... There's a Interrock over there, but I'm like too afraid to get it right now. I think most food can be combined, and it tastes good. Like, I actually do think that. Maybe, if you keep it simple. Like, if you combine a lot of ingredients together... What hit me? If you combine a lot of ingredients together, I think there's a higher risk of doing something that requires you to have, like, actual knowledge about how to prepare it or something. But if you're just doing, like, you know, chicken and something else, I don't think you can really go wrong very often. What's this? That's probably more useful than what I have, honestly. Yep. Thanks. And we're out of here. So, like, you know, I think anyone is capable of at least being a decent cook. You can make something pretty basic and start with that, and it'll taste good. And you know, as you get better and like learn how to taste food and like, oh, that's useful. Not what I was hoping to see. Does this work with? Ooh. I don't need money. Does this work on these items? No, it does not. I guess if I have a way of spawning the pedestal item in here, that would be great, but I currently do not. Oh, what the? Oh, right, the toenail. Oh, I forgot that she tries to stomp on you if there's no enemies. It's not great, because I don't pay very close attention. So there's a high likelihood that I will just die. I'll just have to keep moving. Keep moving. So, yeah, I mean, as you learn how to, like, taste things, I guess, that's kind of a weird thing to say, but, like, as you learn how to anticipate how things will taste, if you combine them, and, like, you know, you try things and maybe it didn't go well together, like, if you find one of those combinations that doesn't actually work, and as you learn, like, how to cook things, I think that's probably the hardest part of making food, is, like, texture. Because I think a lot of texture comes down to how you prepare the food, either before you cook it or while you're cooking it. And texture is like a big component of something tasting good for people. And I think it varies by person. Like, I definitely... Oh my god, there's so many things on the screen. I think for me, texture is not a huge... like, as huge a component as it is for a lot of other people. Like, there are certain textures I don't like. But I would say, oh wow, my orbitals saved me there. I would say I do like most textures. I'm not a fan of like something very slimy. But pretty much any other texture I'm okay with. And I don't really have too much like expectation around textures. Like I don't like if I get if I eat meat, like if I have steak or whatever, I don't really like get all. I don't really think of the food as bad if it's like overcooked a little bit. You know, if it's like a little tough or whatever, or if like the cut of meat. Oh come on, really? There was enemies on screen, mom. If it's like a little bit tough or like a little bit chewy, I don't really care all that much as long as like the flavor is still good. But for some people, that's like a deal breaker that would like ruin the meal for them. So, you know, I get it. I think if you're that type of person, it probably is a little harder to cook because you need to like master that skill for your food to taste really good to you. But you know, it's just something you get better at with practice. So I don't think it's also not something I think it requires like, you know, like anything all that special. Like I think anyone can learn to do it. It's just practice and doing a little bit of research. A lot of bombs. I guess I'm gonna use bombs in boss fights now. If I ever find the boss room, that is. Oh my god, there's so many! I don't know why that other guy died. What the heck? Take that. But yeah, cooking, top tier skill. Honestly, everyone should learn it. I wish they like taught it in school. Like I really think teaching people like how to cook and maybe pairing that with like nutrition knowledge or like knowledge on how to like, I guess be healthier would be really beneficial to people. Boy. I guess most people like just learn that from, I don't know, their family, I guess. But like you know, growing up, no one really ever like scolded me or anything like that for eating unhealthy. So I just did whatever I wanted. And obviously, you know, as a kid, I'm just gonna eat whatever I think is tastiest, which is not gonna be the best food for you usually. So I do think, or maybe I just didn't get that class? I don't know, like, that is something they teach people, right? I don't know. I guess, something I'm curious about. Maybe if that's something you were taught in school, you can let me know. But yeah, if they paired that with like a cooking class so that people actually know how to prepare good meals, I think that would probably be really good just for students in general, and, you know, I guess probably lead to a lot better health outcomes for people. Ooh. Did it! Wow, what a great prize. Thanks! Annoying green explodey dudes. Playing much better now than I was yesterday. I wonder if yesterday I was just like a little tired or, I don't know, burned out or something at the end of the week. Oh my god, they fly over rocks. Get away from me. Touch me! That is. But yeah, it's definitely, like I said, one of the skills I picked up that has paid off the most for me. And, whoa! Once COVID happened, I did gain a little bit of the weight I lost back, just because, you know, I guess it was hard to, like, God, how am I gonna deal with this guy? Okay, it's hard for me to kind of deal with everything that was happening, while also, I had a pretty, like, strict, I guess, diet, and so it was hard to maintain that. And instead of just like toning it down a bit, I like rubber banded. I think that's pretty common though, like something you see a lot in like studies, you know, about people who diet or whatever. Is once you stop dieting, you like gain some of the weight you lost back. I didn't come anywhere near close to where I started. I weighed like 250 pounds when I started, and now I'm at like 180-ish. 190. I don't remember. It's been a while since I checked, but you know, obviously I still kept a lot of it off. Prevents active items from spawning. I guess that's nice because I would like more passive items. Yeah, I already have this wall, which I actually like. But yeah, I kept most of it off, and you know, it's excuse me. I do want to lose all the weight I gained during COVID again, so I am working on that now. I'm definitely not... One problem I've noticed is I'm just not as motivated as I initially was. I don't know what's different. Ooh, you almost got me. I don't know what's different. I think the first time I did it, I had like all my friends there who were like supporting me, and... Oh god. This guy. And, I guess there was like a little bit of a competitive aspect to it as well. Whoa. Nope! Oh, okay. Yeah. Whoa, wow, I'm doing really well today. I'm a little surprised. Please stay away from me. No! Oh, come on. I walked into that. As soon as I was like, oh, I'm doing pretty well today. For sure. Time to walk into the bullets. But yeah, I think it was a lot easier. The Dark Bum. I do like Dark Bum. Thank you. And I like damage. See ya. it was a lot easier the first time because of that. You know, I had like the support of a lot of people who were cheering me on, and I was really like motivated by that, and I really wanted to hit like my goals, which I did eventually before, you know, before COVID happened and I started gaining weight again. I did actually meet all of the goals I had set for myself. Oh, this is gonna be good. I get tons of items off this guy. Thank you. Guess I'll just use that. What else? People commenting on like my progress definitely motivated me a lot. I think, like I said, I was surrounded by people who were very supportive, and so that really pushed me. And now it's like, you know, people just don't comment on it as much since I already lost a bunch of weight once, and they're like, oh yeah, we know you can do it. I think I'm also just exposed to a lot more temptation here. Like when I was in California, I had easy access to healthy food because, as I'm sure you know, at tech companies there, they like provide food for the employees because they want them to stay at the office basically as long as possible. Oh. So, you know, I didn't have to do anything to get that healthy food, and that made it really easy. What else? Oh wow, right away, huh? Sure. Oops. I do want to keep my bombs. There was just a lot that helped tremendously with that first attempt, and you know, I think now it's also just not as urgent for me because, like, you know, I'm not as, like, I would say unhealthily. Well, I guess being overweight at all is unhealthy, but you know, when I started, I was like very obese and I was worried about my health, and so that was like a big motivation for me. Now it's not that bad. Like, I think I have sort of... Oh no, stop hitting me, please. I don't like this. I think I have crossed the boundary into being slightly overweight again, but the lowest I got down to was 150, by the way. I was very, very fit and lean then. And so I think I have crossed back into being like slightly overweight, but I think, like I said, I just need to find that motivation again to push myself to, you know, be a little more strict with my eating, and like I never have a problem with exercise now just because I have found a lot of hobbies that are exercise essentially that I enjoy, but you know, keeping up with that, I guess, not letting myself fall into the temptation of just like not doing workouts anymore and that sort of thing. And yeah, I think given enough time, it'll sort of figure itself out. I kind of wish I had the eraser, but I think I would also be dead if I didn't take this item, so thank you. Love the HP. Oh boy. Oh, thank you. Gave me a bomb there. Run! That was scary. Throwing poop spawns one blue fly. I guess it's better than what I have now. This... Cool. That's a fun item. And I'm at max HP for once. Actually, you know, I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Also, I want to go into that sacrifice room. Or whatever it's called. Oh, what? Wow, he moved faster than I was expecting him to. Get away from me!
I found pills.
I found pills. So yeah, you know, like I said, given enough time, I'm pretty sure I will be able to meet my goals again. Just gotta be a little more cognizant of what I'm eating and maybe track... Well, actually what I need to do is just like eat at restaurants less. I think that's where most of my weight gain has come, honestly, is just like eating out a lot. I mentioned this already, but there's just a little more temptation here because, you know, I don't have readily available access to an infinite supply of healthy food. I have to make all my own food. First world problems of the year there. And I also have to avoid the temptation of eating out a lot because that's something my family and siblings really like to do, so it's hard to like tell people no, you know, when people are asking you to go out to eat or to eat dessert or whatever, like when it's people's birthdays, they always want you to eat cake or like go out to eat with them. And you know, you might be saying like, oh, like it's not a big deal, it's just like their birthday. Like you can definitely get away with eating healthy for special events like that. But what I found, oh my god, just hit me, I don't even care. What I found is that there's always a special event going on, or like it happens so frequently that it does actually like get to the point where, at least for me, what does Dice Chart even do? I should drop it in check. I think it just is a d6, right? Yeah. Rerolls pedestals, yeah, it's just a d6. But for me, it gets to the point where I'm just like, oh, there's always something, some special event going on where you don't eat healthy or like you don't stick to your goals, and it ends up like either severely slowing you down or like impeding you to the point where you're not even making progress anymore, or like even losing ground. So, you know, I just need to be, I need to just like be serious about it, essentially, is like, because that's how I was when I was very successful the first time, is I just like stopped eating out at restaurants, except for like I would tell my friends like, oh, like I'll eat out at a restaurant like, you know, 2 or 3 times, or sorry, like once a month essentially, and you guys can choose when that is, like, but that's all I'm gonna do because I'm like trying to meet these goals. And it's really, really important to have people that support you, I feel. I think that's probably like why most people fail to meet their, ooh, what the heck? Pulled me in. I didn't know it pulled you in. I thought it just like hurt you. Okay. I think that's why most people fail to meet their health goals, is that you are around people who don't support you, and you know, it's the most important part of it is a mental game. You need to like stay committed to your goals, and if you have people who are like constantly trying to pull you down for some reason, like either they are, well, whatever reason they have, right? They're just not supporting you. That rude. That that makes it really hard. I think I don't really agree when people say it's like, oh, it's like a willpower thing. Like obviously your willpower matters. Like if you are able to just like resist all temptation always, in every form, forever, regardless of how often and how strongly it presents itself, then that's great. You're probably going to be very successful in like literally everything you do in life. But I just personally don't believe that's how people work. Like, you know, you can only do something like that for so long before it like affects your, you know, your health or your happiness in other ways. So having people not be contributing to that, like in a negative way, is really important. So yeah, I guess I guess no one's really asking for my thoughts on this, but if you are similar to me in that you're like trying to, you know, pursue some kind of like personal fitness goals for whatever reason, my biggest suggestion is really make sure you try to surround yourself with people who support you. It matters so much. Bum, bum, bum.
Justice.
I'll leave that there. Okay. I'll leave that there for now. I can always reroll that if I... Oh, okay. Let's reroll this.
Dice shot.
Oh. That was not as good as I was hoping. I was hoping to get some soul hearts there. Oh well. Let's go to the boss. Oh, it's just happy room. Spiders! Yeah. Oh. Oh, nice, nice. I like that. Okay. 2, 1. Oh, I screwed up. Take that! Oh, I almost got a little ahead of myself there. You can like stand here and basically never take damage. It's like one of the only good tricks I know in this game is like standing here. Oh, well, I didn't stand in exactly the right spot, but if you stand in the right spot, even the central laser beam won't hit you. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna stop talking because I'm just embarrassing myself. Whoa. Stop it. Why are you doing this? Stop spamming that. I'm bad at dodging. He knows. Stop it. Ah! Oh god, I'm gonna die. No. Okay, spin in a circle. Hopefully I don't get stepped on. Oh my god, I got stepped on. I saw it coming too. I saw the shadow come down. Alright, well. You win some, and you lose some, and you lose quite a lot of them, but I'm sure I'll get a win eventually. It's only a matter of time. I'm sure once I, like, I guess I'm not so rusty. Alright, well, that was a fun chat. And I guess I'd love to hear what others think about some of those things I mentioned, you know, like any personal fitness goals you might be pursuing, or I guess your personal experiences with things like that. I kind of forgot what I talked about at the start, but yeah, well, like I said, I always love to hear other people's thoughts, so leave a comment if you liked the video, you know, like and subscribe and all that, and you'll get updates if I make more, which I will, because I'm basically making one every day. It's been a very enjoyable experience for me to make these, so I'm gonna keep doing it as long as it doesn't, you know, interfere with, I guess, other things in my life. And yeah, have a great day, night, whatever time it is. See ya!